Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Sooner Nation? It's your boy, Danny Stutzman, number 28 on the field, number 2 in your heart, because we still love Jay Hall. He's still our man. I'm here with my great co-host, Jaren Canick, and we are back with another episode of Podcast on the Prairie, sponsored by Crimson and Cream. Yep.
With a question
to be
mark.
back. And then the intro.
Intro's going crazy.
Hey guys, what's up? We're back. It's been a minute. Thanksgiving came and went, and great to be back talking to everyone. We kind of had a interesting 2 weeks here, man. I was kind of sick. Now Jaren's a little sick, but hey, the show must go on, wherever it takes.
No doubt, man. Another episode with just me and Danny. We know you guys haven't seen Jay Hall in a couple weeks. He's actually undergoing a very, very serious hair transplant surgery
As we speak.
I think they just put him under. We were sending him our good luck wishes. So unfortunately, he's not gonna be able to make it. He's having that surgery done. I think they have to remove his current scalp and then give him a scalp of like a 9-year-old girl or something.
What actually happened was B. Will, our also beloved co-host who hasn't been on a while, which is totally fine, busy man. He actually gave Jay Hall an early Christmas present and actually fully paid for the surgery, which is awesome. A really great thing to do for him, in the holidays, really talk about giving back. He didn't have to do that, but, obviously they go way back. So, B. Will, really appreciate you. I think hopefully Jay Hall is going to be good with the surgery and everything. Sure it goes. Thank you for the little Tasha, man. Appreciate her for giving her scalp up for Jay Hall. Oh, it's going to be great.
Shout out little Tasha, man. She's been listening for a while, and we've been making a lot of jokes recently about Jay Hall's hairline, of course. And she actually she emailed us, Twitter DM'd us, reached out and said she'd love to help, love to give back for the holiday season. And of course, Jay Hall was super excited too. He
was a little hesitant at first, but with the bet that we had earlier in the year, he gave in and he realized he'd have a lot more confidence, in the dating scene. We talked about a little bit for you guys that have been watching around, the Ulta, how hyped he was. We go to Ulta was his spot to pick up chicks, but he realized not having hair was kind of, he was going to Macy's more. So now with the hair, he was going to be able to go to Ulta again and really, get into a younger crowd.
So that's why they won't be joining us today. But luckily you have.
We have an amazing episode planned for you guys. So
what's up, Sooner Nation? We are excited to have Crimson and Cream, the official NIL collective of OU Athletics, as our presenting sponsor for the remainder of the season. All right, y'all, now get your bathing suit and your sunscreen ready. Crimson and Cream has just announced a huge promotion. In collaboration with Dylan Gabriel, Crimson and Cream will be giving away a free all-expense 5-day trip to Hawaii's beautiful Waikiki Malia Resort at the end of this December. All members are eligible to win. Any new member that signs up between now and the end of November will also be entered to win a custom pair of autographed shoes chosen and worn by Dylan before this past week's regular season finale against TCU. Crimson and Cream will also be giving away $100 Hal Smith gift cards eligible for all members each week during the month of December. So there's many chances to win. Hey, listen, y'all, every member helps. The transfer portal is opening soon. Signing day is in a few weeks. And the power of Sooner Nation is what keeps us competitive moving into the SEC. All right, sign up at crimsonandcreamcollective.com today using the link in our bio. It helps the show, it helps you, and it helps the Sooners.
Let's get into it. Well, I think let's start off with we'll go to back a few weeks, if we can do that, to BYU. And I'll kind of give you guys the rundown of my sickness and what happened. I won't go into full detail there. I'll save you guys that. But
you don't want to know the gruesome details.
You don't want to know how brutal it really was. But it started off Thursday night. Me and the boys went to a restaurant for some food, And I'm not going to discredit because like the food that we had, because we don't really know if it was food poisoning or some other stomach bug. Because I was sick for like a week, but we had a nice meal to us. I guess I had some like uncooked dough or something. I paid for the whole meal, so that was kind of like my karma. Like, I paid, so I just got super sick instead. But next Friday morning, I get hit with this. Like, I just woke up at like 6 a.m. like with the most pain in my stomach, and it was brutal. And then I went to the facility. I was like, I don't feel too well, and they're like, oh, like you're probably just, don't want to blow this out of proportion. You're probably fine. And I was like, all right. They're like, just go get some food and see how you feel. I went upstairs. I grabbed like a strawberry and a pineapple is all I really had. And next thing you know, I'm running to the bathroom, throwing a chunk in. It was disgusting. I really shout out to the janitors, bro, because I didn't even make it to the bathroom, dude.
This make my stomach hurt, dude.
Yeah, it was gnarly, but yeah. So I was throwing up and having pretty much coming out both ends, and yeah, the flight was terrible, dude. We were on the bus waiting for Coach V because I don't know why Coach V takes so long to get on the bus. He's a very busy man, but I'm like, I try and take a nap, and I'm like in the window seat. And we're just waiting for like probably 30 minutes. I'm just having my head down, laying there. And I like wake up and I look at Jonah and just go, and like, it was so bad. Like literally no one knew except Jonah. He was like, oh my gosh. And he like ran, like he got up so fast. I like rushed off the bus. And I literally, like we were on the bus. So I'm like right in the road, just crunched over, throwing up everywhere, get it all over my suit, get it all over my shoes. Yeah, it was gnarly. It was gnarly.
Nobody noticed though. I
come back on the bus and no one knew anything that happened. I texted Jaren like, bro, he's like, wait, what are you talking about? And it was the nastiest thing ever.
Everybody is nowadays. Everybody's got their head.
Yeah, everyone's on their phone now, just listening to music.
I get a text from Danny. I didn't even know he got off the bus. I was just TikToking away, but he texted me. He's like, bro, did you see what just happened? I was like, no, what do you mean? He's like, when we pull out, look in the corner over there by the brick wall. We're pulling out. It looked like somebody took like
got shot.
It
looked like someone got shot.
It looked like somebody got shot and just bled out. There was like a 4-foot diameter pile of just.
All right, chill out.
Anyway, but carry on with your
and then
sickness development.
Yeah, and I'm also my stomach doesn't feel too hot. We get to BYU. I don't feel much better. There I'm on. I'm just laying in the training room. I walk by for like team meal, and Schmitty can tell I don't look too hot. He's like, I was actually surprised. He was like, just go to the training room, big dog. And so I'm in the training room, and they try and bring me like some chicken noodle soup or just like the chicken broth. And like I was just drinking a lot of fluids, and all right, let's see how this makes you. I take like 2 bites of it, have a bite of a Hawaiian roll, and it all just comes out of me again. Just throw that up. So I'm like white as a ghost. Brutal going through it. They hooked me up to some IV before the game, so I had 2 IVs the night before. And then I feel a little better. Go up to my room. They gave me a lot of meds to sleep.
You gonna tell them what happens next?
I don't know if I should.
I think you should because it's super funny.
All right. So
we don't have to explicitly say it, but I will say this:
they gave me a ton of medicine to sleep through the night. So like I wouldn't feel my body if anything was happening because I was on a ton of medication to sleep through the entire night. I wake up and had to leave the underwear behind. I feel really bad for the cleaning crew that had to quick change those sheets. Those white sheets weren't very white after that night.
Yeah. I don't know if good thing we're in Utah because I don't think many people may notice, but we actually after the game everybody was wearing the exact same outfit. We all had our red jumpsuit on, red shirt, red pants. But Danny
I slept in my sweatpants because I was freezing cold from the IVs because it's like super cold like water that they just inject right into your blood so like it drops your temperature. So I was freezing cold. Slept in my sweatpants. They didn't make it through the night, but I had to bring those. I couldn't leave those behind in the hotel. So after the game, it's like, all right, jumpsuits on the bus, like sweatsuits on the bus, like everyone's hyped up. I'm like, dude, I don't have sweatpants to wear. And Roxy's going to town on my on the furniture, but I'm on IV. Right in the morning, I wake up, put me back on IV, freezing cold, whatever. Finish the game, sweatsuits on the bus. Yeah. I'm over there in the corner, like there's no way he just said that. I put on my pants that have throw up all over them.
I was like, dude, they gotta have another pair. There's no way you're wearing these, dude.
Yeah. Hey, but all right. Besides the sickness, though, BYU was dope. There was a skate ice rink outside our hotel, which was kind of cool. I wish we would have played a little later. I would have utilized it, but the mountains were beautiful. The stadium was great. The grass was terrible. Definitely the worst field I've ever played on.
Awful.
By far.
Like, we knew it was gonna be bad going into it, but like it held up to expectations. It was just as bad as we were anticipating. Like we went out there pregame and it was like a little dewy, a little wet, and then obviously it started raining during the game a little bit. Like
it was bad, and honestly, the elevation I didn't think was that big of a deal. I don't think it was as big as a factor if people like on Twitter say it was. Like they're like, oh, Billy Bowman, like the elevation made him slower. But in reality, that quarterback, like he's like
don't know.
He was like a 10-2 sprinter or something like something crazy. Like in high school, he was super like when we were like the scouting report said he was like faster than Bean for Kansas, and that Kansas quarterback is extremely fast. So that quarterback has some wheels, but he still didn't catch Billy. And Billy said Billy could see. Billy is not slow. Billy is a very fast, probably one of the faster guys on our team. But Billy said he could see him on the little on the scoreboard, like as he was running. So he knew he wasn't going to catch him. So he slowed down, to make it dramatic. So FYI for you guys that don't know.
He slowed down so he could do a front flip into the end zone.
Yeah, he wanted to be, make it a little. Speaking of Billy, another pick 6. That's 3 on the year. Got absolutely snubbed from the award. I think that's so disrespectful. Like I was more mad about Billy's thing than than me getting stubbed from the buckets list. Like I don't even care that much. I was more so because Billy really deserves that award. He flat out, he balled the entire year. He really did everything. His stats were better than every single finalist on those 3 guys. But I mean, we can get into that another time. But that's just disrespectful. It's crazy. But we'll see what's up with that. I guess moving on next week, TCU. If Jaren, you want to dive into that one, what was preparing for TCU like for you?
All right, y'all. So, when I was at OU, I used to get all the gear I could possibly dream of, man. Now I have to get it just like y'all. The good thing, though, is that the podcast is sponsored by HomeField Apparel. You've heard us talk about HomeField Apparel ever since the start of the season, all right? There are a lot of college apparel brands out there, but we wanted to partner with HomeField Apparel because their designs are the best out there. You got the Play Like a Championship t-shirt, the vintage quarter zip, the roughneck shirt, and, of course, the 2023 Softball World Series Championship t-shirts, baby. Be sure to go to homefieldapparel.com, filter by Oklahoma, and see what we're talking about. It's imperative that you look the part on game day, and HomeField Apparel will make sure you do. All right. Our listeners get an exclusive deal using the code Prairie23. Y'all know what it is. That's Prairie23. That gets you 15% off your first order. Find what you want, add it to the cart, and use the code Prairie23 for 15% off. We know you're all wearing Sooner gear, so if you're in need of a refresh, we really think you should re-up using HomeField Apparel. Their designs are super unique, and a lot of thought goes into each concept. There's really nothing else on the market like what HomeField is doing. So find them at homefieldapparel.com, and again, use the code Prairie23 for 15% off.
Dude, okay. Well, first of all, you just talked about your sickness. We'll circle back around.
We'll circle back.
Like, dude, I don't even know what it was. We had like a family barbecue get together this weekend. We watched the Oklahoma State game, which we'll get into that later as well. Like, big get together. I don't know. Everybody brought a bunch of food and stuff. I don't know what I ate, but I must have had something that didn't agree with me. I woke up on, guess it would have been Sunday morning. Yeah, I woke up on Sunday morning. Was pretty much feeling like kind of how Danny was explaining. I just had the worst stomach pain of my life. I was so nauseous. I was throwing up everything I tried to eat. Just absolutely the worst intestinal pain I've ever had. And then that was going on all day. So nauseous, pounding headache. I was like, dude, what? I thought I don't know what it was. Food poisoning, stomach bug, whatever. But kind of had what Danny was going through. Struggling with that. Been struggling with that for the past 2 days. I'm just now finally coming off of it. I had my real piece of food today. All I had yesterday was bananas and mac and cheese. So basically, I've been dealing with my own sicknesses the past few days. I'm finally coming off of that. Feeling a little better. I had a pizza today. We'll see how that goes down. But yeah, anyways, circling back around, were we preparing for TCU?
TCU.
Dude, I don't really remember much of anything. I've been too busy trying not to die on my deathbed here with this
All the
sickness.
weeks kind of blend together, but I remember,
Dude.
man, it's crazy. I remember BYU a little more because I was going through, but TCU has a really good offense. I think, looking back at the game, that third quarter really was just an anomaly for what we've been through the entire year. I think,
There's no doubt.
it was kind of, I think we just let our foot off the gas, which is totally unacceptable. It is what it is. Offense had an outstanding performance. They scored, I think, on 10 of 12 possessions or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Or maybe even more, honestly. They've played phenomenal. But, it was a fun game, man. The senior night, last one for all the seniors, man. We really just band together, put together a little 10-2 year. Obviously, had 2 little letdowns, but I think overall, man, looking back from last year, it's a lot better conversation, 10-2 than 6-7. So, I mean, now we got SEC coming in the future. I'm really excited for that. But senior night was cool. A little fiasco that we had for him. We actually watched pregame on Friday night. We had a video. I guess every parent and family made a little video
of the seniors parents.
Yeah, the seniors' parents made a video for for their kid, about a little short message, and Coach V had them play it in front of the whole team. And man, I really hope they don't do that again, next year, because it was so everyone's just laughing so hard at everyone's family, because we never really see their family, and so it's you see a wide range of people, like Jonah's mom records her video she's right, she has her camera set up like this, and it's just I can't the flash is just the flash is on her. She's like, Jonah, I'm so she was really
the combination of old people trying.
She was like, Jonah, I'm so proud of you, and we're all laughing so hard. And
the combination of old people trying to use technology and just them being their parents and seeing all their siblings, and I remember Andrew Rame's brother was in the background just looking at the camera making a funny face the whole time. It was so funny.
We were crying. And then Reggie's wife sent a message, and which is really sweet. What a beautiful couple. But there's some immature guys on the team, so Reggie had to address that, and stop all that right away.
There was some hooting and hollering when Reggie's wife came on.
Yeah,
guys like me, I was cheering for Reggie. I was like, "Yeah, Reggie, yeah, you got a wife, good for you, man." But other guys, I don't know, maybe Danny was like, "Oop,
not me, definitely not me. Don't do that." But
and then the same instance happened for
let's not name drop that one. But
I wasn't name dropping that one.
There was another
some of the mothers
family,
or sisters,
some mothers, and, some family members had some siblings.
They're very very beautiful.
And there's guys like Lewis Carter and Kip Lewis, who are very, made it very persistent on what they're into. And that was hilarious. Coach V was laughing at stuff like that. It was a good time. It was hilarious though. It was really, really cool for them and everything. But really, really happy for those seniors, man, for how much they put into this. Drake and Dylan, how much it's great to see them succeed, man. Especially Drake. What a tremendous year he's had. Just being that little Norman kid and to come out and just be balling on the biggest stage, man. So, sad it's over for them and everything. Probably have another game with Drake. I don't see a chance he'd opt out of a bowl game, but I really don't know.
Yeah.
And Lebby's gone. Oh, wow. That happened over the weekend. We played defense, so whatever. It doesn't really change us, but kind of crazy. I mean, I love.
Kind of shows you the roster turnover and how not even roster turnover, coaching turnover, how fast that changes in college football, and then getting to the next level in the NFL too. It just kind of shows how it's like a business. And we're super happy for him, obviously, and for his opportunity. He's totally deserving of it.
No, for sure. Every single offensive coordinator since 1999 has become a head coach somewhere. How crazy is that? So it was bound to happen.
It's awesome.
But
it's good for him. And obviously, kind of like Danny said, can't say it enough how thankful and grateful we are for the seniors and everything they've put into this program. And kind of one of Coach B's biggest testaments was, some of those guys, when they had the coaching change 2 years ago, they had the option to leave, go somewhere else. And, it just shows the commitment and the loyalty to this program and, what this place means to people. And, coaches come and go, but the university is a real thing. The people here and the support and, those seniors and those guys that stuck it out really shows a testament to that. You know, it's something that Coach V was really grateful for, obviously.
Yeah, no facts. I think, yeah, Oklahoma's going to win no matter what. So appreciate Lebby for everything he's done for us. I'm excited to see who they bring in next. And, you know, whoever gets the hire, man, they have a lot of players to work with. Great culture, great tradition. And, you know, we're going to keep it rolling in the SEC.
No doubt.
Kind of crazy moving.
Going back to the TCU game, I don't know, Danny, I think you were always the captain, right?
Oh, yeah.
So Danny was out as the captain, so he didn't get to experience the little pregame tumble that went down. So, you know, for those of you who don't know, it was kind of showcased on social media quite a bit this weekend. We actually we had a little bit of a fall and a trampede. Is that the right word? Stampede. A little trample situation with the pregame run out. You know, for those of you who don't know, we all gather up and run out as a team, and you know they like to make it a smoke show and put a bunch of
the smoke is scary.
And you literally cannot see anything. So guys will hold on to the guys in front of them and just kind of shimmy out until you can see the daylight and explode into the crowd and run out. Well, Coach V clearly couldn't see where he was putting his feet and actually stumbled and caused a chain reaction, domino effect.
Okay, no, but you see what happens. Like one of our defensive linemen, Isaiah Coe, has a little selfie stick. I think he was looking at himself in the selfie stick and just flat out pushes Coach Venables to the ground.
And then jumps over him.
Yeah, he just steps over him, and you know, I talked to Coach V about it. You know, the next day, and the next thing you know, brother, there's like 5,000 pounds just getting landed on Coach Venables, and you know, he said he was pissed, but not at anyone, just mad at the moment.
It's like I mean,
pissed. Honestly, like he's not gonna admit it, but I know for a fact he was probably so scared. Dude, he was saying how he couldn't move or anything. Like he probably felt so helpless, just getting like shoved around, pushed in that pile. It's like I know for a fact he was horrified, man. Just players, dude. Yeah, I can only imagine, man. Thank gosh that wasn't me.
I was actually in it. I was near the middle of the pack, so like I didn't get the crazy part of it, but like I completely understand like what he meant. Like when somebody's on top of you like that, and then somebody jumps on, like you can't move. There was like a solid 10-second window where I just couldn't move. Like you see guys like Owen Heineke and Connor Neer that were able to like jump out and crawl out to the side, and you know it ended up working itself out there in the end. But it was kind of a funny situation. Like everybody was just in a big dog pile, and there's a bunch of smoke, so like you couldn't even really tell what was going on. But I don't know. We were laughing about it running out. So.
I remember because I didn't know anything about this till like maybe during or after the game, and me and Jaren were like, why are Coach V's like knees like all scraped up? Like that's so weird. And then we finally put 2 and 2 together and realized he got trampled.
Like I literally noticed his knees like most instantly because he's like, you know how head coach is. He's all cleaned up, looking fresh. And I just noticed Coach V is just like looks like he just got in a fight. I was like, what's going on here? Like why is his knees covered in dirt and mud? Like what went on? Like I finally figured it out. He was at the front of that dog pile there. But
I think he's okay though. You know, fortunately, good for him. But we can get next week. Well. After the game on Saturday, because we played on a Friday, which was honestly no complaints. I would love to play on every Friday. I get the whole weekend to myself. You know, the week goes by quicker. You know, obviously for the fans, they don't like it, but it was a great time in Norman, Oklahoma. Man, we were happy. You know, 11 a.m. on a Friday, like that's a blessing. But
having all day Friday, all day Saturday.
On Saturday, we kind of had a block party in my neighborhood. You know, for all the teammates, friends, and family, because you couldn't really do anything for Thanksgiving. And had a pretty good turnout, all things considered. And we were kind of had the Michigan-Ohio State game on. You know what a great game that was. And then we had obviously the BYU and Oklahoma State game all set up. And man, I really thought BYU was going to pull it off.
Man,
they played a really good first half, and then kind of just everyone probably knows just kind of fumbled it there at the end. But it was, there was all the highs and lows, man. Just that first half being like, all right, that's it. Like, we got to get ready for Texas. Like, let's do it. Like, I'm pumped. And then towards the end, like, man, this is not going the way I thought it would. It was really the way they lost. So even in that overtime, they had a chance, and then friggin' that fumble on that first and second overtime, that was terrible.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, that game was just a giant wave of emotions. I mean, because coming down pretty much to going into overtime, coming down to the last play like that, like, pretty much our chances to the championship right on this game. And it's a game like this, it's so back and forth. And the way it started to the way it's going now, it was a fun game to watch, and obviously a bunch of
our
highs and
setup
lows.
actually, we had some generators and some tents set up, and we're out there, and it started pouring rain, and then we're watching. We have these heaters set up. The heaters go out because we've been out there for so long. The generators go out, so the TVs turn off. Next thing you know, we're out in the tents in the rain, just watching on Jaren's phone. Like, as soon as overtime started, all this happened. So we're just watching for the last overtime, just all huddled around Jaren, just like praying that Oklahoma State loses this game.
Mm-hmm.
But, it is what it is. Obviously we're kind of now just waiting on bowl games. I honestly have no idea what bowl game we could play in. I've heard anywhere from a New York Six, Cotton Bowl, Fiesta Bowl to Pop-Tart or Alamo Bowl. But we'll see.
Yeah.
It's not even the Cheez-It Bowl anymore, dude. That's kind of crazy.
They rebranded it to the Pop.
They saw my caption. They're like, all right, Cheez-It's ain't in, man. We gotta figure something else out.
What was your caption?
Like the one I posted after the FSU game, but I'm not even a Cheez-It guy. I'm more of a Goldfish guy myself.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Speaking of Danny's captions, Danny actually has had got quite the attention for his Instagram captions going on. For those of you who don't know, I can't remember. Was this after the BYU game?
Yeah, after the BYU
game. Following the BYU game, Danny made another one of his viral remarks. Tell us the backstory behind that and how that all went down. And
yeah, well, I was leaving the facility, and Connor Neer calls me, and he's like, "Dude, I want to call." He's like, "What do you think of this caption?" And he told me the caption. The caption is, "I'm like communion, that cracker with the juice." Amazing caption, by the way. A little on the edgy side, but it plays, and she'll rock. And Connor was like, "Should I use that caption?" I was like, "Dude, for sure, that's sick." And I wake up, he didn't use the caption. I was like, "I'm using the caption." So you snooze, you lose. Another man's trash is one man's treasure. And so yeah, use the caption. Next thing you know, it blows up. It's everywhere. Little Yachty commented on it, kind of sick. He said bar. Very man, a few words. And then Christian McCaffrey just used 2 emojis. Appreciate the interactions. Thank you. And so, yeah, and I guess it got posted on a few sites. But it was cool for a little bit, a little viral moment over here.
Yeah, Danny's had his fair share of viral, quote unquote, viral moments this year. And a funny story, we were actually sitting at team dinner on Thursday, right?
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday night. We get talking to Coach Venables about it, and Coach V didn't understand what viral meant. He's like,
he had no idea.
What does that mean, going viral? Like, what is it? He's like, we had to kind of explain to him when you get a lot of hits or whatever, and kind of an old man's term.
He doesn't know. I guess he doesn't know what happened during Texas when he went viral. I guess I think he's still oblivious about that. So no one break his little bubble he's got going on. We don't want to ruin that. That's for sure.
He does love Twitter though. He's quite fond of Twitter.
He's on Twitter, but I don't think he's on Twitter. I don't think he keeps up with stuff. He just kind of has his own little following about a little football bubble.
Dude, I don't know, dude. He'll talk about the stuff he saw on the Twitterverse all the time. He's
true. He's probably like Internet Explorer. He's just super late to stuff.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He always shows us YouTube shorts in team meetings. So he's probably on the YouTube shorts all day. For those of you who don't know, those are watered down from all of the other media platforms. By the time something gets to YouTube shorts, it's it happened 2 months ago on TikTok or happened 2 months ago on whatever relevant app there is.
Yeah, for our YouTube shorts, it's 4 weeks late on the podcast. That's just how it goes.
You could dude. You could go on YouTube shorts right now and find some TikTok about OU Texas, bro. There's probably a YouTube short that just got posted about Nick Anderson's touchdown. It's that late.
It's just how it goes. So now, kind of, what does your week look like, Jaren? Week off?
Yeah, week off. Like I said, the week started off great. First 2 days of the week, which is absolutely sick out of my mind. Couldn't even get out of bed. It's a week off. Obviously we're getting in and doing voluntary workouts with some of the guys, and just trying to stay on top of it, stay prepared, because we are playing in a bowl game. It's not like we're done for the season or anything, and so we got to stay on that. It is nice to have a little bit of time off. I feel like a regular student right now because we don't really have any football responsibilities this week except we have a team meeting. But other than that, I just have so much free time. I don't even know what to do with myself. If I was like this all the time, I'd probably get a 4.0 with a biomechanical engineering degree or something. But
No,
No,
it's actually insane. Like yesterday, I had so much time on my hands. I literally ended up sitting in the coach's office for like 3 hours. I was like, what am I doing right now? This is like cherished free time, just wasting it, but I don't know what to do with myself. And then today, we got a workout in, got some treatment. Been really productive. You had an exam. I think I did really good on it. I actually had time to study for once, which is rare.
Crazy.
But we kind of had to. I was just sitting there. I was like 1:30. Connor's like, "What are you gonna do?" I was like, "I don't know. Like, it feels like we have team meeting in 30 minutes. Like, I get taped up." But it was so strange.
Practice, yeah.
I was just like, "This is just so like out of pocket. It just doesn't feel right. Like having so much time right now."
Yeah.
And but honestly, it's been nice. I feel like you said, like a little regular student. You can study for my test, which I need to.
Which is good coming up. We got finals and stuff coming up. So it's good to be a regular student for these next however long it is till the bowl game.
What bowl game do you want to play in?
Dude, I have no preference. I mean, just probably not the Pop-Tart Bowl because we've already been there, so I want to see something new. And then
I've been to the Alamo Bowl and I've been to like the two bowls. It's like you said, like, I'm excited we're going to a new conference because it's like all new bowl potential things. But honestly, the Alamo Bowl is kind of fun. Like, I'm not saying that's what we're gonna get. I'm not hoping that's what we get, but like if we do, I didn't really mind that. I think it was kind of fun being the River Walk was fun with everybody, and except the games just played really late. So we'll see how that goes. But I've also heard rumors of Cotton Bowl, which would be nice to be in Dallas. So that'd be what's up.
But well, you got anything else? Any closing comments, shout outs or anything?
I want to give a shout out. Actually shout out my boy G Baby. He just walked in the crib. If you want to say what's up to the podcast.
How y'all feeling, man? I appreciate y'all. I appreciate Daddy Stutzman. Appreciate Jaren. Thank y'all for everything.
Thank you, G Baby.
Those are some good closing words right now. I guess we can just wrap it up there. Appreciate you, G Baby. You got anything, Jaren?
Nah, just what G Baby said. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate the support. Sorry for the delayed posts. We're happy.
The holidays. You got to understand. Everything slows down. You see, we got the Christmas decorations. I got the little bows up. Jaren's got the tree. We're in the festive mood, but
yeah, no doubt. Don't forget to spend time with your family. Be thankful for what you have. I was glad to get back on here and talk for you guys.
So. Oh, and a great gift. If you guys are looking can't figure out what to buy. My merch is still available. If you do want to, send that out, it'd be an amazing stocking stuffer, or even, the big final gift of the year. It'd be amazing to support. So, yeah. I think that's it.
All right.
See you guys.
Later.
Another great episode.